Black Ops 3 is everything a sequel is expected to be, and then a little bit more. Rather than do anything too risky, however, Treyarch controversially opt to go with the "if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it" philosophy with Black Ops 3, and it shows. While the game has quite a few features new to the Call of Duty franchise, none of them are really anything that new to the FPS genre as a whole, which is mildly disappointing. Anyway, Black Ops 3's biggest challenge this year will be reversing the declining trend in Call of Duty sales, if that's even a possible task to accomplish. Alright, now before we begin, quick note. This game was played and reviewed off of the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One beta versions, and does not represent the game's campaign, nor zombies mode, nor has it been played on the PC, so we can't speak for that. However, everything else we can do. So let's begin, starting with graphics. And I have to say, wow, does this game not fail to impress. Despite still running on the very, very ancient Quake 3 engine, the game runs absolute circles around previous Call of Duties graphically. Adding in more responsive shadows and better shaders, Black Ops 3 ultimately is the first Call of Duty that we've seen so far that truly looks next-gen. With a visual style that looks like a smooth combination between Black Ops 2 and Titanfall, the game undoubtedly takes a major leap forward in terms of visuals for the Call of Duty franchise, and it just looks brilliant. However, play the Order 86, and I know you will agree with me here, graphics do not make a game. So how well does Black Ops 3 fare in actual gameplay and gameplay improvements? Well, it does good. In terms of movement, while running, which is extremely inconsistent, mind you, and the new boost jump mechanic both appear to kind of have been borrowed from Titanfall. But nonetheless, we all think movement is an obvious improvement over the old Advanced Warfare system. Furthermore, in relation to movement, the maps are very well designed, and as a result, games progress much more smoothly, rather than the absolute, pardon my French here, but clusterfuck of Advanced Warfare games. Black Ops 3 maps are better organized, and map flow has obviously been predicted by the developer and pinpointed, and works in relative harmony with the new movement system. Other gameplay features that are new include the Specialist system, which allows you to select a character and get a special timed ability or weapon based upon your Specialist selection. Noticeable Specialist bonuses include Overdrive, an ability that allows you to move absurdly fast for a period of time, great for things like Capture the Flag. Another ability is Rejack, Black Ops 3's de facto last stand perk. Yippee. And in terms of weapons, the Specialists also offer a lot. One of my favorite weapons was the Tempest, a weapon that kind of functioned like a Black Ops 2 or maybe World at War Wonder Waffle, and it just looked amazing with fiery hailstorms of electricity. Specialists were undoubtedly a cool part, but they didn't really seem to be anything that new when you think about it. When broken down, Specialists are just kind of like maybe underpowered perks or kill streaks. However, they were cool. Another notable addition to the game is much louder sound mechanics, making sound whoring and search and destroy a very viable tactic again, for the first time since MW3, for better or for worse, with much louder footsteps and, oh my god, I can't emphasize this enough, extremely talkative characters. Almost every other kill you get, your player will make a comment on in relation to your opponent's Specialist. Kill a Spectre and you'll hear robot down 20 times, or some other random comment that attempts to sometimes be sarcastic, but really doesn't do it. I didn't really like the new talkative characters, if you will, because sometimes when you're like deep into it, you get really frustrated when you hear it, and it just kind of gets annoying. Other changes, not necessarily improvements, include the new head bombing meter, among other minor things that essentially just add up to fluff anyway. However, moving on, Black Ops 3 also takes another step forward in customization, with a new paint shop which allows you to create your own camo and the weaponsmith. The game offers you the ability to personalize beyond the norm of past games. However, Black Ops 3 restricts players from creating and customizing their own soldier. A system that has been customary in the past 2 games is now left completely neglected and restricted, and is up entirely to your Specialist, which is very disappointing. While I didn't really love customizing my character, I feel that's become a staple of what to expect, and I'm mad that that feature is now gone. Moving on, as for matchmaking and performance, the game has been rather inconsistent. Although there's been an incredibly large amount of players available, I constantly was put into games where the other teams would be unbalanced by as much as 2 to 6. Furthermore, connectivity was also an issue on both consoles, despite dedicated servers being hosted, no, not hosted, spammed across both the United States and Europe. It wasn't uncommon at all to see a host migration every now and then, along with noticeable amounts of in-game lag that, for whatever reason, occur right when you get in a gunfight. And when it's not lag that messes you up, the frame rates will. Frames tend to dip and get very choppy at points during games. It is obvious that the game's engine was not built to handle such sophisticated graphics, and I think Treyarch should have put a stronger emphasis on this. While I think a lot of this can be patched in along with when the game fully releases, it better be, because if it's not, that is a game changer. However, as a whole, once you get past that and the movement system, Black Ops 3 shares the same compliment/criticism that people have given to Far Cry 4, and I feel it applies here well. Ultimately, Black Ops 3 is just more Black Ops 2 with some added fluff. All in all, aside from technical issues that better be resolved upon the game's full release, Black Ops 3 is a good game. Well, it's not a must-buy. If I had to rate it on a scale, I'd give it maybe a 7 out of 10, so long as the technical issues are eliminated by release. If not, that is a deal breaker. Now, will this game be the one that reverses the declining trend of Call of Duty sales and reaffirms the franchise's glorious grasp on the market? Maybe not, but I hope it does offer some sort of relief. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching.